This video is the demonstration of a project made using HTML5, a little bit of JavaScript, as well as a CSS3. The objective of this project was to design a front end for a university management system. And the idea of the landing page, the first page that I will be showing you in the demonstration, comes from the MIT Canvas login portal, and the CSS styling used further in the project has been inspired from the platforms such as W3 Schools and CodePen.io. And there are four people who I would like to acknowledge without whom this project would not have been possible. Beginning with our teacher, Mr. Ashish Srivastav, who taught us the core concepts of basic web development. Then I would like to thank my project partner, Anjali Singh, who suggested some very great ideas for the project as well as helped me to complete this project. And finally, I would like to acknowledge Kevin Powell, who teaches CSS and how to make the web beautiful on YouTube. I'll provide the link to his channel in the description. And yes, I have used a transition effect. You can say a single page navigation effect where I'm navigating to. It appears like I'm navigating to different pages via a single page. So a very cool effect that has whose idea actually comes from Alberto Hadzet. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. His name is Alberto Hadzet at CodePen.io, and I'll be providing a link to his website as well in the description. So go and check his website as well. So thank you to him as well. And just a heads up that this is our first project using HTML5, CSS, and JavaScript. So it would not be extremely good or cool or something like that. So this is just a demonstration of what we have learned during these past few months. So let me just go ahead, open up the browser, and start the demonstration or the presentation. And here we can see the first page. This is a landing page. So this design is entirely inspired from the design that MIT Canvas login portal has. They also have a very similar design. If you head there, you can find some similarities that I'm talking about. So on the navigation bar, we can see two options, the home and the about. If you click on the home option, nothing will happen. We will stay here. But if you click on the about option, we will be directed towards this page, which has some information about this Canvas login portal. I have copied the information, most of the information from the about page, and this image as well is taken from the about page of MIT. But I have made some changes as well in the information, especially in these parts, and some of the information here as well. So there's a return to Canvas login button as well, as you can see. If I click on that, we'll be back to that landing page. Let me go back 2 times to come here, and you can see I have also used the image provided by them at their login portal. So this is that thing, the Canvas login image, as we can see here. And I have just used a random image for as the logo of this university, whose name we have decided as Konoha Academy of Research and Development. So this project is actually more focused towards the first option here, students, faculty, and staff login, rather than towards the alumni and partners and affiliates login. So when we click on those options, you will see that we are directed towards this page that says 404, which means page not found, a very popular error. Now if we click on this can't login or guest option, we will be directed towards this particular header, how do I log in. In the URL bar as well, we can see that we are being directed towards a ID of how. If I just open up the developer tools and point towards this particular header, we can see that this header h2 is having an ID of how. So that explains that logic. And let's go back and click on the option that I was talking about, the students, faculty, and staff login. So when we click on that, we'll be presented with this login page. So this login page is also a little bit inspired from the login page similar to that of the Discord. You can find there are not much similarities between this and the login page of Discord, but you will be able to see some similarities between their schemes, their color schemes, and a little bit of style and this one. So what all you have to do is, it is clear that we have to just enter our username or an email that you have registered with, which you have been registered, and give any password. I'm just entering anything randomly, and there's an option of forgot your password. So if you have forgot your password, you can just click on this option, and this project is totally front end, so there is no back end. So if I just go ahead and provide an email and just click on submit, for example, if I click on submit, nothing will happen, but as this is a front end project, but this is just an example of how the front end should look like according to us. So let me just go ahead and okay, so I was saying that we have used a little bit of JavaScript. Actually we have not used lot of, as I said, a little bit of. So let me show you. This thing is a button, this button, login button. When I click on that, we can see that we have used on click is equal to location dot replace, which is a JavaScript, which simply means that it replaces or directs us towards the particular page that has been supplied inside that location dot replace function or method. So that is happening there. So let me just click on that, and we are greeted with a particular page. So it is suppose that whenever the user logs in, they will be presented with this kind of format, this kind of scheme. So first of all, we can see here on the very right that there's a box called announcement. If I click on that, we can see some announcements along with a scroll bar on the right, and if I scroll down, I can see some more announcements. Now if I click on any of these icons, this thing should go away, this announcement thing should go away, and the pseudo class that I'm using here to refer to this particular announcement box is focus. So that's why I have to change the focus by clicking on any of these things. And I have also used many transitions. I'll show you. So first of all, we can see that this particular thing, this particular area is directing to scroll down. So let's scroll down, and we can see a box of attendance. So if I hover over any of these, the bars inside gets filled according to whatever the number within them are. For example, here the attendance of CSE-326 is 90%, so the bar gets filled 90% with 90. The amount of bar getting filled is 90%, and here it is 88%. Similarly, 70% and 76%. And we can see that this box, this whole box appears to be lifted, or I mean, we can see a little bit of shadow of it, right? So this is achieved because of the box shadow attribute, we can say, in the CSS3. And we can see here that it is, this text appears to be highlighted as well. Here also I have used box shadow, and this text is highlighted with a text shadow option. So that's that. And about developing this particular design, we were very much confused what we should, how we should design teachers on leave. So we just went ahead and did something like this. And what happens here is, when I click on this particular icon, it goes up, it also gets scaled up, it enlarges, and we are presented with all the teachers that are on this particular day are on leave, and their day span and other things are also given. So this is actually also on, I think, focus. So when I click somewhere else, okay, sorry, I might have explained that this announcement box works on focus. It might be working on target pseudo class. So that's that, and this thing is working on focus. So whenever I click somewhere else, the focus gets somewhere else, and the everything happening also gets changed. So now these icons, okay, so now I was talking about that effect, that transition effect that I have implemented, whose idea I have taken from Alberto Hadjet at CodePen. So these icons, this layout, this particular layout is also inspired from his idea. So these are some icons. We can see that when we hover over them, their opacity gets reduced with a particular, I mean, they are not getting reduced directly, with a little bit of transition. So first transition is applied. Now let me, and these symbols signifies, first of all, the first one is home, this is timetable, we can see this is examination, this is reset password, and this is logout. So let me click on timetable, for example, and when I do that, this particular icon gets enlarged and the rest of them gets, I mean, the rest of them gets scaled down. So and a page appears from the right. It appears to be like a page is appearing, a page is coming from the right side, but that is and this can be termed as navigation within a single page. So this the idea and the, you can say, intelligence behind this comes from the Alberto from CodePen. So now if we go ahead, we are here at the timetable. So if we have to enlarge any box, any division, we can just hover over them and we can see whatever the timetable is accordingly. Now if I click on an announcement while being in any of these pages, this page all automatically gets away and we are here at the home page again. So it works like that. And if I click on something, the announcement goes inside. So now we are in the examination page, or the division, you can say. Ultimately this is actually a division, but it appears to be a page. So the table headers are when we hover over them, they are in black color, and when we hover over the data, the rest of the data, they are in gray color. So it is organized and we can see the dates and other specialities, other information about the examination. Now if I click on reset password, for example, we'll be presented with another input box, another box, and some information that it is a good security practice to change your password regularly, which is indeed. So if I just type any old password and then some new password like that, and we do secure me, then again we don't have any backend. So it's just front end to show how the front end would look like. So that's that. So this is the password reset, and then when we click on logout, here we are presented with three options. Whether, I mean, we might have clicked on logout by fault, so if you are sure, just click on yes and you will be redirected towards that landing page that we saw in the very beginning. Let me go back, and if I do no, if I just do no, then we will be again, here's a little bit of JavaScript doing the alert. Let me show you if I can. So I mean, when I clicked on OK, I got redirected towards the home page. Let me go back. And okay, one more thing that we can see, whenever I click on something else, we can see a blur effect happening here in the background as well. That is also a kind of transition. So when I click on this no, let me do maybe. Okay, first let's do no. Okay, let me show you. Let me open the developer tools and click on that. Let me see if I can show you that or not. So the JavaScript, maybe I can show you. So here it is, on click. It's a again on click JavaScript. I have used on click is equal to alert, redirect into home page. That pop-up thing comes up and then it redirects us to the home page. So that's like that. Now if I do maybe, then same. If you read the background, you will get this what I'm trying to say here, but we are trying to say here. So if I do OK, and then we are again directed towards the home page. And I think with that, our project, I think here our project ends. And so the presentation, I think I should end it here. And this was our project, and I would say thank you for watching.